So I've really seen that smart people at work really struggle, whereas the average people are somehow doing really well. And that really confuses me to an extent. Why do you think that happens?
Because Shivani, workplaces are not rewarding intelligence the way we think they do.
So, what are they actually rewarding?
So basically, they are looking out for people who can communicate well, who are ready to share their ideas, who are easy to work along with rather than some perfectionists.
So, what you're trying to say is that being smart is not enough.
Sometimes actually it backfires. Smart people are always in the mode wherein they are over analyzing, overthinking, and then they wait for a perfect moment where they would, rather express themselves, or else they would rather keep quiet.
Yeah. Because if I think about my personal experiences, because me and Shruti are also doing the corporate, so we often go for meetings, and this often happens like these three categories that you just mentioned: the overthinker, the overtalker, and the one who is waiting for the perfect moment to, speak. And for example, the overthinker would be just like thinking of that one point for half an hour and then come down to the second one. The over talker goes into a loop and repeats the same thing probably like 20 times. And the third category, which I would say that I was into for a very long time, and I'm trying to, learn some skills from you as well, is the one who waits for the perfect moment. Like when I will get my cue, that is when I'll speak. How has your workplace experience been like? Like what category do you personally see the most?
So basically, I would rather say that stop trying to be impressive. Rather, try to be understood.
Yeah.
Just don't wait for that perfect moment. Just try to be understood. Try to express your thoughts with clarity.
So what is that one that needs to shift for us to, get there?
So Shivani, I would say that I have almost, worked with corporates for about 14 years, and I've seen people that they try to impress, their colleagues or their leadership rather than trying to understand the processes or trying to give a solution to a challenging situation. So the major shift would be that we need to be expressing ourselves clearly rather than trying to be perfectionists.
Right.
That's the crux.
So we don't have to be afraid to put out our points, just, going into that thinking that, oh my God, what if I don't sound smart enough? Or what if my idea is rejected? So that's what you're saying, that
Absolutely. Absolutely. That happens. People just keep quiet in the meetings and then they just wait for that perfect moment. That never happens. You have to create a moment for yourself. You have to be expressive rather than impressive. That's the
Mhm.
crux.
That is a very interesting point. Being expressive. And interestingly, what happens is that sometimes we think that our ideas are very shallow or not good enough. And when we do have that courage to put them out there, the reactions come.
Exactly. And it's like sometimes when you don't share your ideas or thoughts, somehow you also devalue yourself. And sometimes your colleague will just share the same idea and he or she will have all the applauses. So why wait for that moment? Just
And
express.
and at that point, you do feel like I had the same idea
Yeah,
and I missed it.
exactly. And that happens quite often in workplaces.
I wonder why we're not taught any of that, though.
Yeah, you're right. I have seen that most of the personality development classes or, communication classes miss out on this very basic foundational point, which is stand up and express. They just teach you how to speak, how to present yourself. They sometimes, I think most of the times, they fail to teach how to be out there,
Right.
right?
Right.
So that's what is missing. And I think that's the crux. That's the point that we all should remember.
I just thought of a new angle as well. I think along with this, like along with not, you know, being able to express ourselves that much, I think we are also never taught the idea of rejection. And first of all, it never comes into the picture. And when it does, we are not aware of how to handle it because rejections are as important as being accepted.
Absolutely. Rejections are, I would say, windows to greater ideas. When your one idea gets rejected, you think of why, how, and then you land up with a very different and I would say a more creative idea sometimes comes up.
Exactly.
So don't be afraid of rejections. Just be afraid of putting yourself in a situation where you are not even talking and expressing.
Right. That is a worse place than being
Exactly.
rejected. And
True.
rejection somehow, makes you. We have that phrase in Hindi कि पत्थर का आपको बनाना सिखाता है. So that is equally important.
It is absolutely important that you believe in yourself. And even if the idea was not considered or it was considered not so important, at least you were heard. And that's important.